Hello, Through the Meerkat here. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play. I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. It's occurred to me that perhaps it's not actually that. It's not actually that interesting for you to see me shuffling the cards around, so I might cut out some of the parts where I'm going with the cards. I don't know. I'm coming here because I really want to find either this third mysterious stranger card or the mysterious strangers themselves. I think there is a chance that they would be here, so yeah, I might skip over these if I think it's one that we've already done. The terrain here is strange, some kind of smooth rock covered in lichens and tiny plants. It's weirdly warm and the spark snow melts when it hits it. Perhaps sometimes I will include these. I really don't like this because it adds stress. After circling around on it for a few minutes and observing quietly, you realise the ground is alive. It's rumbling very slightly. Of course, there are going to be new events here because they change with the seasons. What you thought was just a rock slowly opens. It's night. It stares at you dreamily, and you stare back, fascinated. This must be a very ancient creature. It's so vast, it's completely immersed in the surroundings. There are even trees growing out of it. A little animal, like moth with huge webbed feet, lands between you and the massive eye, and starts preening. The eye dilates to focus on moth, then it slowly closes in again, in what you think might be contentment. After a moment, you feel a faint rumbling under your feet. Regular breathing in and out, snoring. You creep off the creature, careful not to wake it again. A mass of dead bushes blocks away. Their pointy spines the size of short swords and look very, very sharp. Yeah, why not? Good thing you bought it. Oh, I've got a feeling that I have actually gone through that one before. Sorry. If I haven't, I apologise for not reading all of it. You spot some familiar looking fruit. Hey, you've seen this bush before. There's no rock underneath. It's all part of one creature. And photosynth bush bulb. It pays you no attention, continuing to blend in with the rest of its surroundings like a boulder. I'm going to ignore it. I also want to look around at these areas. I suppose partly for stuff like this. These and you are surveying together, though he's mostly just throwing rocks at things and seeing what happens. Ugh, this is so boring, he complains. We've seen everything here already. The other surveyors are going to cool places like the subaquacious swamp, places that are actually dangerous. Valle Vertigo is cool. Yeah, I've been there. These days, it's neat, but Utopia sends people there for which I just want more adventure than picking berries, you know? This goes back to checking rocks and claiming. We're just here all the time, even though we know everything about it. Utopia sees we need to come back every year and take new readings. In quiet here and in Pollen in the valley, and we have to be patient because we can't just take stuff without letting nature replenish itself. He sighs. I mean, I get it, but it's still so boring. I want to explore other places. So that's okay. Nothing new there. You start to admire the light glinting off the water of a shallow circular lake when you notice some strange rocks near your feet. They're pink and red, bobbing in the shallow water of the shore. You've seen these colourful floating rocks before, but when you brought these back to show him where they were, you couldn't find them again. You put a memory. Oh yes, sorry. We have seen this one, but never mind. Well, I didn't see anything new there. Never mind. I suppose I've increased my perception. Hey, Tang. Tangent looks up from her hollow palm, blinking his eyes refocus on the middle distance and none on you. Her previous long hair is gone, but it's close to the scalp. You almost didn't recognize her when you first saw her, even though she appeared in the previous episode. You wonder if it was caused by a lab accident or something. Hello, Solana, she says, already Casey. Did you need something? No, I just came by to say hello. Faintest hint of relief passes across Tang's face. You get the impression that not pressing on her personal appearance was a nice choice. Oh well, hello then, Tang replies. She raises her hand as if to push her out of her face, but stops when she realises what she's doing. I'm rather busy at the moment actually, so if you don't mind, you can take hint. Oh yes, sorry, yes I do. It's hard to concentrate and relaxing when you're hungry. There's nothing to take your mind off your empty stomach, so you spend a lot of time napping and just trying to ignore it. You can't help but think there's something else you should be doing. Yeah, okay. I promise you I am not going to be just exploring places and that's it. But I am tempted to go back in here again. I might not show this off. I don't know. I might not show this off. You've been saved a few times from certain doom, or at least discomfort, and it couldn't have been a coincidence. So, yes, I think this could be it. Something or someone has taken interest in you. You're being followed. You're beginning to get a feel for this place. It's dangerous, so the next time you hear the hiss-click of a nest of hungry snap bladders, you walk straight towards it, keeping out for anyone watching you from the trees. There, just as you think you're going to have to climb into the damn nest to get your saviour to show up, you see a shadowy humanoid figure darting behind a tree. You make eye contact, and you both freeze. His almond-shaped eyes widen in his not quite human face. He slips away into the jungle. Alright, I need to make sure I do this challenge. Rather than just rush after him, you use your tracking skills, carefully follow his path and sneak up on him. Yeah, you need at least 10 perception by this point, but I've got loads of perception, so. He pounced like a manticore, and the two of you tumbled to the ground. You pin his arms. Hello. I don't know why I said hello like that, but never mind. You get a good look at his face for the first time. The long delicate features, the odd tone of his skin, almost purple, and his glittering alien eyes. Before he can answer your questions, you jump off him and back away. Who, what is he? He brushes the dirt from his clothes and stands up tall. Yeah, I rather like the way he looks. Very tall. You have to take another step back to get a good look at him. You catch a glimpse of a pale purple wrist under his tattered black sleeves, delicate like bird bones. I am a gardener, he purrs, and you're trespassing on my planet. Now that you can see all of him, you confirm he's definitely not human. Besides the purple tint to his skin, he's also just constructed differently. Human, but not, and taken as a whole, those little discrepancies add up to something that is decidedly alien. You're an alien. He laughs, a light and infectious chuckle that sounds more animal than human. He goes on for a bit too long. You think he might be poking fun at you. Actually, you're the alien here, if you think about it. You do think about it. He's right. He jumps up onto a large rock and cracks his eye thoughtfully. Let's make a deal, he says. He speaks with a nod and inflection, putting the wrong stress on things, but the words themselves come easily enough to him. I'm not supposed to talk to you, he says. It's against the rules, but since you've caught me, I can grant you one wish. He smiles mischievously. Is this a joke? Well, might as well tell me what I actually want. I should know more about you. He gives you a sly look. In time, Solana. I hope. He pauses and rubs his eyes on focus for a moment. He stares straight ahead, unblinking, and then he slowly stretches like a cat and stands up. Well, this has been fun, but I'm afraid duty calls. He doffs an invisible hat towards you. My name is Symbiosis, by the way, or Sim if you like. He jumps behind the rock and disappears. Literally, he disappeared. He searches all around and finds no trace of where he might have gone or how. Stars, you just met an alien. Okay, well, that's good. We are going to go home now, but yes, from now on we should be able to, no, that's the wrong way. We should be able to talk to Sim. If we see him, he's not going to have a problem with it. He's not gonna, yes, let me go this way, please. He's not gonna say no. And this, I think, is probably going to help with a future situation that I know is coming up. You follow an animal path through the underbrush when a change in the ambient noise makes you stop in your tracks and listen. You get the feeling you're not alone. By now you're getting used to feeling you're being watched. I know you're there, Sim. You're answered with silence, and you have a fleeting thought that if you're right, you probably sound pretty cool, and if you're not, you're talking to yourself in the jungle like an idiot. At least no one's around to see. A tall form steps out carefully from behind the rock. Why, hello again, says Sim, smiling. He bows to you like a courtier, a gesture that looks perfectly elegant on him, but nevertheless carries a deep sense of still being alien. You take the chance to get a good look at him. He's like a human, but not. Not just genetically enhanced, he's a whole different species, an alien, a gardener, whatever that means. It's a lot to take in. You look, puts a finger to his chin in an exaggerated expression of contemplation, like a wide-eyed sugar bug. His hair slithers around the sides of his head like it's trying to get a better look at you. You find your speech, your voice even, and croak. I haven't told anyone about you. That is for the best, Sim hums. If my people knew I was talking to you, I'd be in some deep deal of trouble. I imagine it would be much the same for you. He smiles. Think of me as your fairy godmother. This is an Earth concept you recognise, correct? You certainly need one. Huh. Yeah, I think it would be more, you would be in a great deal of trouble if they knew that you existed in the colony. What do you mean? Because, my sugar bug, you're about to stumble into a nest of young snap-bladders. I thought you might need rescuing again. Sure enough, you realise you can hear the meowling up ahead. Even the nestlings can be deadly in numbers. And with that warning, I believe my job here is done. Sim pause and turns to leave. Yeah, let's let him go. Weirdo, right? Well, yes, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to ever hear him again, see him. In fact, no, probably not a weirdo, but weird or not, you will encounter him now in the wilderness. In other places as well, I think, not just in this area. I still need to do foraging, but I'm going to save that for the next episode. I don't want this to all be this, you know. Having finally done this, there's other things I want to focus on. You and Dees are sitting on the tailgate of one of the expedition vehicles, shelling rubber seeds with your teeth and spitting hard bits on the ground. Now and then one of you points out something funny a passing surveyor does, or spots something under the mush trees. This is the easiest way to talk to Dees, by not talking at all. Dees has always been like this. Being isolated from the other kids has made him thoughtful. Out of everyone, you think Dees might understand about Sim and be able to keep the secret. Do you tell him? Well, normally I would say Sim's asked us not to tell anyone, but I know that while I've never played this before, so I've never encountered Sim before, I know from playing the game previously that Dees does come to know Sim anyway, so you told us you saw something interesting when you were out on the expedition. Dees perks up immediately, turns to look at you. Yeah? He asks, what? An alien. I met an alien, Dees. His jaw drops, his face goes an interesting colour. You're worried for a moment that he's going to be upset with you for teasing him, but no way, Dees hisses, leaning in. But I met an alien too, Solana. What was yours like? Like us, but an alien? You describe Sim. His long dark hair, his big eyes, his faintly purple skin, the way he never seems to answer any of your questions. Dees stares at your face. Wait, you met Sim too? See? Told ya. You nod. And Dees's hands fly to his hair. He said he met another human girl, but he didn't say who it was. It was you this whole time. He made me swear I won't tell anyone else, Dees said earnestly. It's a weird expression on him. He said that if other humans know about him, bad things will happen. So, we can talk about Sim, but we have to keep it a secret. How do you think he's good at hiding? I think I saw him turn into a tree once, Dees said. That's silly, right? Not necessarily. What do you think he is? Dees says, scratch his chin. I've never seen him eat. Maybe he eats plants and stuff. He's always barefoot. Maybe he soaks it up through the bottoms of his feet. Okay, well, I would ask that, just because it gives me more information, I guess. And I will be showing it off for you. But this might be our choice between... Do I agree to keep this secret or not? So I'm going to go with this. Okay, this will be our secret. These nods looking serious. Good. You say simply, then repeat. Good. You go back to shelling rubber seeds in silence, watching the colony go about its business. That's good. Right, well we haven't done this in a while. Study humanities. There's some sort of emergency engineering that requires Howard's attention, so today's class will be taught by the ship's artificer intelligence congruence. Good morning, congruence ships. Today we're going to talk about the formation of the Vertumna group and our decision to leave Earth. It's a very exciting topic, and we think you're finally ready to hear about it. Let's dig in. You know how it started. Economic and environmental instability, coupled with deeply entrenched hatreds, had thrown the earth into chaos. And you know how it ended. In that chaos, your parents formed the Vertumna group, with a plan to leave Earth. 20 years later, they and their star-born children, you, stood for a wormhole and ended up here on a planet you call Vertumna. But there's so much you don't know. Congruence pulls up a holoprojector of an unassuming human with a firm maternal gaze. This is Planktonic Ascendance Wang Butha Smith, she says, the spiritual leader of the Vertumna movement. They were what people called a speculative fiction writer. The Vertumna project proved that their writing through speculation was far from fiction. I am tempted to do. Yeah, why not? That's one long-ass name. Mine both of Smith's writings centered around the idea of humanity building a technological utopia on another world. Translated to 100 languages, this is a compelling idea to people at the time, so fans started connecting it in vert space. Far from just a book club, these people bonded over mutual aid amid the increasing unrest in their own countries. They are committed to Ryan Botha Smith's idea of a future where everyone is treated equally without prejudice. But they realized it couldn't be done online, Congruence tells you. They were committed to social justice. The group saw the impossibility of forming a truly egalitarian society while also reckoning with their own implicit biases in the diverse context of their real lives. They realised that this was the work of generations, and the solutions must look to the future, as Wang Botha Smith did. Okay, so they got together. The image of a squat concrete building with a rooftop garden replaces Wang Botha Smith. Around the edges of the classroom, the holoprojector gives the impression of towering walls topped with razor wire. The first for Vertumna colony, Congruence tells you. 400 people volunteered to sacrifice their own cultural beliefs to walk through these doors, agreeing to come up with a new way of life that would be taught to their children. Babies were conceived from egg and sperm donors chosen by lottery and raised communally like you as a second generation of the Vertumna group. These bears were your parents. So they mixed their cultures. The holoprojector now shows the compound indices. As more colonies were formed, word got out about the Vertumna group's social experiments, Congruence continues. Assimilationism was an unpopular ideology at the time because it had been used to commit terrible genocides on Earth. This, combined with panic that the Vertumna group was destroying the family unit or raising an army of genetic super soldiers, brought the colony under attack from all sides. Everyone fears what they don't understand. The image of the burning compound is replaced with the stratospheric on the launch pad. Luckily, the next phase of the Vertumna project was ready to launch. 100 corners were selected to leave Earth on the colony ship to see the far-flung corner of the universe with new human culture. She smiles. The ultimate goal of the Vertumna group is you, children, she says, a generation raised completely unburdened by troubles that plagued Earth. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, sorry, I know I could read these, but your head is so stuffed with ideas it might burst. Professor Howe and your parents never mentioned this stuff before. They waited to tell you because they wanted you to grow up without feeling different based on your genetic makeup or family history. It's hard to imagine having a different culture than your neighbours. You wonder what it's like, everyone celebrating different holidays, eating different food, speaking different languages. Are you missing out, or are you better without it like the original colonists believed? It's hard to say, as the decision was made for you long before you were born. All you can do is be the best Salama you can be. Or the best Salami you can be. But in this particular case, you're not Salami, you're Solana. So, there you go. what happens if I just do that? There we go. Okay, well, this is a good time to end the episode. I will see you next time.